There are doors that do not open no matter how long we knock, and we start to believe God has turned away. But His light is still there, hidden behind the closed door, waiting for us to stay long enough, to keep believing, to keep knocking. This is the story of a boy who discovered that what we seek is not always far away. Sometimes, it waits within a heart willing to open. At the edge of a small French village, nestled between misty hills, stood a little workshop where Marcel the lamp maker crafted his famous oil lamps. People loved him because his lamps stayed lit through the fiercest storms. His son Noel, 15 years old and motherless, would often sit by the window watching his father blow glass and polish amber for the lamp wicks. Noel loved the light, but he was terrified of the dark. He never stepped outside once the sun set. One winter night, a storm shattered the window, and the fire in the workshop went out. Marcel sighed. "Noel, fetch me the jar of oil from upstairs." The boy trembled, staring into the pitch-black stairway. I'm afraid." Marcel's voice was gentle. "The light isn't where you stand, my son. It's where you dare to walk and seek it." But Noel couldn't move. The next morning his father was gone. On the workbench lay only a note. "I've gone to deliver lamps to Montclair Abbey. If you wish to see me, light your own lamp and come find me." Noel clutched the paper, staring at the closed wooden door. And so began the journey of a boy seeking light in a world of shadows. Noel packed a small bag and carried his father's unlit lamp. Snow blanketed the road to Montclair. The wind bit through his thin coat. He stopped at a roadside inn where an old woman tended a crackling fire. "Ma'am," he said softly, "may I have a bit of flame to light my lamp?" She looked at him kindly. "Those who ask with humility," she said, "always receive more warmth than the flame itself." She handed him a small ember in a clay dish. Noel placed it in his lamp. The flame flickered to life, fragile but bright. He thanked her and continued on. But halfway up the mountain, a gust of wind blew, and the flame went out. Cold and weary, Noel sat by the roadside, tears freezing on his cheeks. "I asked," he whispered, "and yet it's gone. Why, Lord?" An old shepherd passing by stopped and said gently, "Light cannot be held in the hand, boy. It must be kept in the heart that believes. When you ask, hold on to what you receive with gratitude, not fear." Noel wiped his tears. He realized that asking was not a one-time act. It was a practice of faith. He picked up the lamp and walked on, whispering, "I will keep asking, Lord, until my heart burns brighter than the flame itself." Days passed. Noel reached the valley of Saint-Ciel, once famous for its golden lamps. Now, the homes were dark and cold. Poverty had swallowed the village. Noel stopped to help, repairing broken wicks, cleaning soot-blackened glass, sharing the last drops of his oil. A little girl asked, "Why are you traveling alone, sir?" "I'm looking for my father," he replied. "He's at Montclair Abbey." The girl frowned. "But the abbey's been cut off. An avalanche closed the mountain path." Noel's heart sank. He sat in silence, listening to the howling wind outside. An elder approached, handing him a sturdy wooden staff. "When you seek and cannot find," the old man said, "try changing how you see. Some roads appear only in the dark." That night, Noel continued, this time not guided by sight, but by faithful listening. Through the white fog of snow, he noticed a faint glow in the distance, a small chapel still standing, with a single golden lamp burning inside. He ran toward it, breath heavy, heart racing, but the door was locked. "Please!" he cried, pounding the wood. "Let me in! I'm looking for my father!" No answer. He sank to his knees, exhausted. "Lord," he murmured, "if I can't find you, please, find me." Just then, a soft wind blew. The door creaked open. Inside there was no one. Only a lamp glowing gently on the altar, and a letter on the table, addressed to him. The letter was written in his father's hand. "My dear Noel, if you are reading this, then you have learned what I wanted most for you to know. When you ask, you receive faith. When you seek, you find courage. And when you knock, the door opens. Not before you, but within you. Tears filled his eyes. His father hadn't abandoned him. He had guided him toward the truest light of all, the one born from within. That night, Noel stayed in the chapel. At dawn, the snow stopped. The sky shimmered pale gold. Down the hill, he saw a familiar figure walking toward him. Marcel, his father, his hair silver with frost, his smile warm as ever. "My son," Marcel said softly, "you came not because of the lamp, but because faith lit the path beneath your feet." Noel ran into his father's arms. Together, they placed the lamp upon the altar, and its flame burned higher than ever. The villagers of Saint-Ciel soon came to see the light, bringing their broken lamps for Noel to repair. From that day, they called him the boy who knocked on light's door. Years passed. Noel grew to be a master lamp maker like his father, but he no longer sold lamps. He gave them away to those who had lost hope. On each lamp, he carved 3 simple lines: ask and believe, seek and be brave, knock and love will open. People said Noel's lamps never went out, even in storms. Perhaps because they were not fueled by oil, but by the faith of those who once searched for light. And if one day you find yourself walking through darkness, do not be afraid. Ask, with a prayer whispered through tears. Seek, with the courage to take one more step. Knock, with a heart that still believes someone is listening. For every door of God will open when the light of faith comes knocking.